I'm coming. I'm coming. Hi. Hey. Welcome. So Space Engineers is a game about engineer, but Space Engineers 2 is a game with engineering. So I tried to draw some inspiration from real life. And if we look over here a little bit, you'll notice something that is, well, it's half built. All right, let's go over and take a look at it. This is, well, currently it is a single structure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these yellow blocks. And then, lo and behold, I guess. No, not that one.
A few moments later.
Okay, so this is a Tensegrity structure. The top platform is falling, but it can't fall because this chain here is stopping it from falling. And these other chains here, these links, they're preventing it from rolling forward. So this is actually really strong. And I wanted to point out, these are actually made of construction components because they're made of detail cubes, and they're so weak. They're like building with eggshells. But when you do things like this, you can actually give it a considerable amount of strength. Now you'd think that construction components should be able to hold this much weight, but it kind of can. See? So this is a really bad interpretation of it. So I made another version of it over here. Let's go look. So this is what I'm going to call Tensegrity base. All I got to do is remove again these yellow blocks.
3 weeks later.
So whenever I remove this last one, the top platform's going to realize it's a platform and it's going to fall down. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Hello? Hello? All right, let's go get in the ship. All right, so let's dock this ship to what I'm calling Tensegrity base. Doesn't seem to be moving. Hang on, let's give it a quick save load here. There it goes. Everything just kind of fell into place. You saw that, right? So the upper plate is not attached. I gotta make this thing bigger. Hang on. Yeah, you go there. Okay. So the top part of the base is like floating freely now. See that? And we can walk on it. Turn off my stinky UI there. There we go. Hang on, try again. There we go. Yeah, we can walk on it. We can jump on it. It's stable. And I know that it's stable. And I can show you how I know that this structure is going to be very stable. Allow me to load something else. This is what I'm playing on stream. So over here, I've been building on Chemic, and I've been building a base right outside of the skull because it's the coolest place to build. And over here, I've built another one of these Tensegrity structures, but this time, there's a ton of ice in it. There's like an assembler, there's a refinery, there's a fabricator, there's more storage. You can this is a full base, but it's suspended. Hang on, it's basically a ship, but it's not a ship. I will show you, but I need to get into one of these other things over here. And I think this ship is full of stuff too. Yeah, this ship is really heavy. So, I mean, if it's gonna break, then you'd think that this would break it, right? But this doesn't really break it. Like, it's still here. Alright, park. Alright, so even as I'm attached to the base, we can demonstrate that it's floating. But anyway, the most amazing part about this, the most amazing part about this is that it's all held together with construction components. I had to reinforce this one a little bit more because some of these tried to phase through a little bit, so I built like a secondary, it kind of looks more like the Metallica symbol, don't it? But I had to build like a secondary catch system, and some of them I couldn't fully totally build it properly, but like all these are they're loose, and those, like, it's a tensegrity structure. But anyway, I call this tensegrity base. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna end this video with a bang. All right, so what I'm gonna do, make you appear. Okay, now, all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to ride this thing out. It's probably gonna crash, but let's just try it anyway. UI off. Nope, I wanna be above that. UI off. Hang on, let's try it this way. Well, thank you guys for checking this video out. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.